Hi guys. Um, I am having some kind of trouble with the recording of this video, and like the camera didn't work, and the other phone either. And apparently this is working, so I'm glad. So in the latest photo, I shared with you about how I ended up reading and learning about mindfulness about the mindfulness practice. And that search also led me to read and learn a bit about neuroplasticity. And neuroplasticity also led me uh, to review a concept that I was kind of familiar with, which is the growth mindset. The first time that I heard about this concept was about 2 years and a half ago. So, um, so these three ideas, insights, concepts, whatever you want to call them, were present in my mind. And when I was planning of going to the States, I had this idea that I wanted to get some literature about them, and so I asked Thomas if he could buy some books through Amazon, and I will pay him back, and that's what I did. So I got 3 books, and I was like, I think that I show them to you. The first mindset from Carol Dweck, The Rewire Your Brain, is another name for neuroplasticity. And of course, there's The Mindfulness for Beginners from John Kabat-Zinn. So I got these books, and I was happy. Felt content, because it was like my plan was like for when I got here to Macas, I could go more in depth about these concepts and stuff. Um, so when I came back, and it was about like a week, and I felt refreshed. Like I those 15 days were really good, and I kind of I was a kind of refreshing time. Um, and I came back, and just soon the struggles started again. And the thing with this xenophobic um, I don't know how to call it, but this xenophobic episode, the Ecuador's towards Venezuelans, and they kind of had an impact on everyone here in Ecuador. And in my case, it blew up. I think that I influenced the private classes that I was planning of having. So I don't know for sure, but I think that if influenced has an influence. And but the most important, the hardest one, was the situation in Venezuela. The everything was setting up for maybe a military intervention, and Guaido and all of that. So it was a really crazy time. Like, I couldn't talk with my family for 2 weeks, and I was like I started sinking in, like, in a really bad place, and I was filled with hopelessness, and I started to be very angry, and I was like angry towards the people in the military, and also to anyone who in some way has supported the government in the past. And it's just like yeah. So then there were 3 specific days that I remember were the hardest ones. And I and this one, something came up, and like in the back of my mind was this, like, about, like, is this helping you? Is this helping anybody? and so I also started remembering about some of the things that I have read it in the past, like about this, about mindfulness, like about the mind and things that I have read it before, and so and I identify, like the feelings and emotions. So I went back and I started looking and searching more information about emotions, like those specific areas, like emotion, feelings, and also acceptance. And during this process, Mother Teresa came up, like came, and I started thinking about her and how she managed to be surrounded by so much pain and suffering, like how she dealt with all this chaos. And so like I didn't see her throwing her hands up and say like I can't do anything. So I don't know, it's just it was at that time I thought about her and about acceptance, and so it was hard, and it's still, you have to just like every day, trying to just remember that, um, and just yeah, trying to be mindful about some things, um, and also that was a time where I was still volunteer at the Emmanuel, and I was ending my time there, and that was when the English coordinator quit, and also they fired the other English teacher, no Mercy, the previous one. And I was seeing the chaos, like the whole thing, the whole necessity, like the parents complaining about why they don't have an English teacher, where is she, and stuff like that. And I wanted to pull out myself of the situation. Like I just was waiting for the 31st to come, and yeah, that's it. That's about it. But then, I had this like I don't know, like maybe I should help them out with this time, and that's what I asked them. Oh, let's pray about it, and they offer me, okay, so you wanna help us, and and this and teaching, and help us also as some part of the coordination kind of things, and yeah, but I did it because I kind of felt like I was in a better place emotionally, and I knew that things will be hard, like they're gonna be a challenge, but I felt at peace, and I felt like I believe that the Lord was with me. Like this time, I was not going by myself, and that was the kind of thing that I talked to the Lord. It's like, okay, I'm going there. It's gonna be hard. There are gonna be situations that I will want it. I would like to run away from, but if you're up with me, I mean, I can do it. And that was the thing. And so, otherwise, I couldn't go back there. Um, But that's about it, and I just wanted to share that with you. And I send you back